Hello, and welcome back for some more Avorion. Hey Biker, how's it going? You all good, man? Where are we? There we go. Cool. So, we have done some upgrades. So last night we created this horrendous beast. We've upgraded to a hangar so that we can get some fighters in. We are very short on trinium and xanium, so we're going to have to go and do some mining. Where we do that though is an entirely different matter. We haven't checked here yet. Let's see what our jump drive is like now we've made some changes. Streaming 2, can you tell me how to raid you? I need to know for when I get viewers. I'll be turning off stream when you're on though. Okay, give me a second. So, I believe the way that you raid, if you go into your stream manager on Twitch, there's a quick action button at the bottom. And that allows you to raid the channel. I think you can select from people that are live in channels that you follow. So as long as you're following somebody, you should be able to see them live. Click on their name and then click Start Raid. So I think that's the easiest steps to go through to do it. Right, where are we? Go back to my Streamlabs. There we go. Yeah, so I think that's the kind of process that you have to follow to raid someone. But yeah, I would definitely. I always appreciate a raid. I even appreciate a zero raid because you know the thought is always there, and it is. I really appreciate that. You know, sort of anyone thinks of me for a raid. So. Still looking for the quick action button. If it's not showing up there as a raid channel, you can click the plus button, so it'll be under the Grow Your Community section, and there'll be Start Watch Party, Raider Channel, and if you click that, click the add button below Raider Channel, it'll add it to your quick actions for you. That's the way I've always done it. There might be a different way of doing it. I'm not sure, but yeah, should be on there. Twitch Studios. I've never used Twitch Studios, but I'm going from it's on Twitch itself on your dashboard. So if you go to twitch.tv and then click your button up in the top right hand corner and then click on it's either dashboard or video producer, that'll bring create a dashboard, that's what it is. Click on that and then click on stream manager. So that's the way I do it, but yeah, I've never used Twitch Studios to be honest. Right, so the question is, what are we actually going to do today? So we need to mine a lot more trinium and xanium. We need to get this ship to a position where it can actually defend itself, because at the moment it doesn't have any guns whatsoever. That is intentional, because I think if we look at turrets, yeah, we've only actually got one turret slot available, and we already have everything that we have filled up, trying to support these massive mining turrets. So they look absolutely horrendous on a ship this small, but a mining turret is a mining turret. So we've got our coordinates locked in. Let's jump over to this sector and see how quickly we can get some more xanium and trinium mined up. So how long have you been streaming for, Biker? You've been on Twitch for a while, or? Now, is this the sector where... Oh, this is only your second stream, wow. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, one of the things that I probably haven't done that well and could probably improve on is exactly stuff like this, community building. So I started off making YouTube videos and then moved over to Twitch, and so I always feel like I'm a little bit too focused on the content. But I've started up a Discord now. You were probably about the fourth or fifth person to ask me for a Discord link, so makes sense that I get one set up. So yeah, I'm working on it. But honestly, if you do this kind of community building, where you speak to streamers and sort of ask them these questions, no, you go for it, yeah. But yeah, if you do these kinds of things, you are going to get far very quickly. So, but yeah, the jaunt to affiliate is a struggle. I've been on Twitch for I think 2 years or 3 years now. Not streaming consistently all of that time, but I still haven't made affiliate. So I'm working on it though. Getting closer. I've got a few of my objectives filled. I'm just working on the last couple. Okay. So, we do have something of value. Well, hey, thank you very much for the raid, Biker. Much appreciated. So let's have a look and see if we can find what the special thing in this sector is. Let's zoom right out and see if we've got a beacon anywhere. Don't see one. We do have plenty of resources around. We're looking for big daddy asteroids. Yeah, no worries, mate. There's definitely something large in this sector. We could do with finding it, because whatever it is, it's probably going to be very valuable to us. Okay, let's get mining. We might just find whatever it is by accident. So. These double mining lasers are definitely cutting through these asteroids a lot quicker. So we're going to be speeding up our progress by quite some way. God, that asteroid is huge, isn't it? I suppose that could be hiding resources in the middle of it, could it? Which panel are we going to want to take off? We want to see if there's resources in the middle. Probably going to be this one here, isn't it? If we do accidentally find this asteroid here, straight away, it's just a plain asteroid. Right, let's get some Xanian on the go. I keep forgetting that since we've upgraded these lasers, they're going to have a much bigger range, so I keep getting far too close to asteroids. Be nice once we've got a load of resources collected to get some upgrades so that we can get independent targeting, and then we can just go wandering through the asteroid field collecting as we go. But let's carry on collecting for now. Keep on going with this. We're getting a fair whack of Xanian. We should have enough titanium and iron that we should be able to upgrade our ship pretty comfortably in those. It is just going to be naonite, trinium and Xanian that are our kind of limiting factors on upgrades, so do this. There is also the possibility that we can just trade some resources off, but ideally I'd like to avoid that if possible. I think one thing that we might have to do at some point is go to a scrapyard and start smashing up some ships to start getting some components, but obviously that's going to require a salvage laser, and unfortunately the two equipment docks don't seem to have any at the moment, so we'll have to wait for a refresh on those. Right, how are we looking? We've got a pretty big looking naonite asteroid over here, so we'll go and grab that. We're probably going to need about 10,000 naonite, I think. So that should actually be one of our top priorities, especially considering how quickly we can mine it out. So. Okay, let's keep on going. We've got a few more Xanian asteroids here. Let's take these two edge ones first. There's one thing about this game that is a bit strange. So, if you use our salvage lasers, one of the reasons that I tend to use, not our salvage, our mining lasers, is that obviously it goes, it kind of goes over into your cargo. Whereas if you use the standard lasers, then you kind of end up with. Wish I could sneak into the server here. Well, like I say, I mean, there will be a community server at some point, but unfortunately this one's on single player, so wouldn't be able to have anyone join even if I wanted. But yeah, I think the strange thing is that if you use normal mining lasers, especially when you're out of territory. Hello, Chris. How are we doing? Yeah, when you're kind of out of someone's territory, when you're in like hostile territory and you're miles ahead of the curve on where you should be, it's quite strange that you can just mine these resources, and then if you get blown up, they're just in the bank. Like you can just have them instantly. But yeah, how's your day been, Chris? You all good? Okay. So once we've got, I think we'll probably need to get about 10,000 each of Xanian, Trinium, probably Naonite as well, just to make sure that we can get some decent upgrades. And hopefully that should make us able to make a ship that's big enough to support a few more system upgrades. So that'll be quite good. Might as well just grab this iron while we're here. Should be a fair chunk of it there to make it worth it. Let's grab this Naonite. Gangs of Deadville. Is that Rebuild 3? Gangs of Deadville. The city builder zombie game. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember playing Rebuild 2. I think I played it on mobile. It's a really good game actually. I kind of captured the different elements of zombie at kind of like high level, so it's a pretty good game. But yeah, I always used to focus on trying to get there's like a scientist, isn't there, that's trying to I think you can either cure the zombies or you can just try and eradicate them, and I always used to focus on trying to cure the zombies because I love that bit in Shaun of the Dead where Ed's playing at the end. Random 5 Steam keys on G2A. I've done that before, mixed results obviously. But yeah, the random Steam keys is it's a bit of a lottery, isn't it? But it's worth it sometimes, though. Like you can get some absolute bangers. Let's drop this down a bit. Looks like we've got I head over that way. I think we've exhausted this field over here. Yes, it's definitely a lottery. But yeah, what else did you get? Did you get anything else worth having, or? Age of Wonders 3. Yeah. Decent game. I think... Which one's Age of Wonders? Oh, that's the one that we played, wasn't it? Age of Wonders Planetfall. So that was Age of Wonders 4, I think. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not sure if I ever played Age of Wonders 3. I might have played like one of the earlier ones, and then jumped straight to Planetfall. So. Oh, we have a pirate attack on the sector. And that means time to bug out. Since we have absolutely no defences. Yeah. But it is very good. Have you been playing any more Avorion since last night, or? Okay, so we have a healthy amount more Xanian and Naonite. We are a little bit short on Trinium. Let's just have a look at what we would require to double our size. Okay, so unfortunately trinium is the limiting factor here. We have almost got enough Xanian and Naonite. We do need a little bit more titanium because we are using a lot of armor. But I think this should be our target. Let me just snip those so I can see what is required. There we go. Nice. Okay. So I've got a snip with what I need. So we need 700,000 credits. That's something that we're missing drastically. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make any changes to the ship really until we get some more credits. So I think we are going to have to jump over to a sector that has some wreckages in it. We have got a scrapyard here that we could potentially use. But I don't think we're going to be able to afford a license, and in fact we haven't actually got a scrapping laser yet, so let's try up here. Let's see what else this sector has to offer. Might go to some trading posts and see if they've got any objectives to bring some resources to them just to get making some money. Look, we have got a resource depot here. Let's head over to that. Ooh, fighter base, yes. Yes, eventually we will be looking into fighters. We're going to need a lot more cash before we can do that. We're a bit cash poor at the moment. But you haven't played yet today. Well, going to have to get on at some point. But yeah, it's at the moment for me, it's just a case of yeah, just trying to get up to a point where I can actually survive in this sector while living in this sector. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Let's just see. Actually, he hasn't got anything. Oh Jesus. In times like these, when the Zotan threat is looming at all times, we're trying to protect you. Dangerous artifacts of the Zotan have been found all over the galaxy, causing great harm to anyone near them. Should you find any of these artifacts, you must bring them to us. We will take care of them and destroy them to eradicate the Zotan threat and to make the galaxy a better place. Even if your life may be at risk, what is your life compared to the safety of trillions? You can find one of our outposts at 32161. We will pay a reward of 100 million credits for each delivered artifact. That's interesting. Yeah, so the resource depot is unfortunately going to be useless to us at the moment because they don't have any quests. Let's have a look at the bulletin board on this one. Delivery of drones, I'm looking for Zotan artifacts, and delivery of adhesive. Okay, neither of those are much use to us at the moment. Let's jump over here. We'll try and do our best to stay in populated sectors at the moment. It is new, yeah, it's a new quest. I'm not going to be taking it at the moment because I know what the quests on this game are like, and as soon as you take them, you start encountering more of the things that can give you them, and I do not want to be encountering more Zotan. The bloody bounty hunters were bad enough yesterday. Okay, we have another shipyard sector. Nothing valuable in here, unfortunately. Let's have a look. The shipyard has a quest. Let's have a look what that's got for us. Transfer vessel. We need a good pilot with a little time in his hands. We have a gorgeous little ship here that needs to be transported to a wealthy client. Easy money for an experienced pilot, or 100 displays with a reward of 1.5 million. I don't think we're going to take that. I don't really want to be doing anything outside of the vehicle that we're in at the moment. Let's have a look at this one. Looking for Zotanautica. Again, 25 rockets for 582. Have we got a trading post here? We do not. I have a military outpost, but they're buy only, so. Oh, repair dock's got something as well. 150 wires. Okay, so we've got wires, displays, and rockets required. What's this guy want? He wants us to make a delivery of conductors. You have to make a deposit of 18,000, which we don't have enough for. So no, I think we'll leave that there for now. Let's carry on having a look around, shall we? Well, I mean, that's a big old jump gate. It's taking us back way out of the territory we want to be in. Let's jump over to this one quickly, see what's in here. And we have a lovely empty sector. Okay, let's see where these jump gates go to. So we've got one over here. Let's just enter coordinates. In fact, actually, rather than entering coordinates, which jump gate is that going to be going to? It's going to be the west-northwest gate. How far away is that? Oh, it's only 34 kilometers. We can do that. It's going to be quicker than doing 2 jumps anyway. We now have a ship that can comfortably do 2,000 meters per second, so it's nice not having to constantly rely on the hyperdrive. I'm going to be designing quite a large ship after all of our mining runs today, so I'll probably be looking for some input on some good things to add into it. Okay, so we're going to want the south-southwest gate. Let's head over to that one. Yeah, after you, oh no, we've run out of cash to use gates. Ugh. Right, fine, we'll use our hyperdrive. Yeah, that is the only problem with using the jump gates. They eventually suck up all of your money. Nice empty sector, that's a nice quick hyper jump refresh. Right, we have an asteroid field in an occupied sector, and it does look like there's resources available, which is excellent. We don't have any special asteroids here, but it does look like we have a few small pockets of resources, which is great. It looks like we have some titanium here as well, which will be gratefully received. Let's get this trinium mined out first though. So we need 23,000 trinium to double the size of our ship. We will probably have to readjust a few things as we're doing it, but I think we can certainly do that quite easily. That titanium ore was awful, and 500 there. I hate it when they do that. They just cut across your path, and if you fire a laser at them, they'll go absolutely ballistic. I think we actually need. No, we are targeting with both lasers, that's fine. I thought it's just because it's a harder material, I thought we were only targeting with one then for a second. Okay, we have subspace signals coming in. Let's grab this chunk of Xanium before they decide to turn up. To be honest, if we can't find any tasks that we can do, remembered that I'm stuck in space. Yeah, that's not great. I was thinking about this actually. I don't think you can. Hang on, has this sector got a shipyard in it? No. Okay. So if I go into build mode and I go to iron generator. Oh, you can't use iron generators. Okay. Titanium generator and make it small enough that I can actually afford it. Yeah, so you can only build with friendly shipyard in sector. So the only thing that you could do to reduce your kind of output and get your energy back in line would be to remove items that are taking up required energy. You could also detach. So one of the big things that takes up a lot of energy is the installed modules. So if you detach any of those that you haven't got anchored, that will give you a massive boost to your energy production. So that might help you be able to walk back out again. Right, let's see if we can get all of these before the subspace signals get too strong. And we do. We've got about 1,000 Xanium out of here, that's good. So I think what we're going to have to do is, if we get enough Xanium, so we keep sort of 10,000 Xanium, and then we carry on mining either Xanium or Trinium just to get them to sell, basically, I think. Can't sell them particularly efficiently, but let's grab this Naonite quickly. I haven't seen a notification saying the subspace signals are getting stronger just yet. know my luck, as soon as I say that is when the notifications are going to pop up. Let's head over and grab this, since we've still got time by the looks of it. Love how quickly we're mining that. Okay, more strange subspace signals getting stronger. So we've got one more warning before they turn up. I think we will bug out, but before we do, let's add a note and say occupied and mineable. Yeah, I mean, you can turn off all power, or I think the other thing you can do as well, is you can divert power to it. So, where are we? Yeah, you could just drag your hyperspace engine up to the top, and it will prioritise the hyperspace engine being charged first. So you wouldn't have to turn everything off, you could just make it so that it's prioritised more than your life support system. So, right, alien ships have appeared. I've been chatting away far too much. Let's bug out of here. Actually, we could watch and see if they do manage to destroy them. I think we'll leave. It's not worth it. We haven't even got salvage lasers anyway, so... Alright, we've got a nice empty sector. Always nice to see. I do use fighters, yeah. I'm not using them at the moment, but that's mainly because we've run out of money. As soon as we get some money together, we will be definitely using fighters. Right, have we got any quests here? We have, but that's probably going to be a collection quest. Oh, wrong menu, that doesn't help. Yeah, shortage of processors. Unfortunately, we can't do any trade missions at the moment either, because we are so short on capital. Yeah, neither of those are going to be possible. So, let's have a look at the prices of the resources here. Okay, so we could sell Zanian at 45 credits each. And we're currently at 8,000. So we're going to need to get our 10,000 that is required for our next ship first. Make one decent fighter for salvage, one for mining, wait on combat, get a station with a big assembly on and turn into blueprints in it. So you can reproduce using resources. Don't use a fighter factory to make fighters past the first one. Yeah, so I was literally going to say, so when we got to the hangar last night, this at the back here is currently a cargo bay because we can't afford a manufacturer or an assembler. Is it assembly or manufacturer? Well, it's in here somewhere. There it is. Oh. Ah, there we go. Yeah, assembly. So we can't actually afford to build that at the moment, but once we can, we'll be able to produce our own fighters. I'll build it on the ship for now, just so that we're keeping everything on board, and then I'll just go and buy one salvage fighter, assign it to a squad, and just start building them myself. So yeah. But it's just having the capital to build the first assembly and the first fighter. So, am I good at combat? Well, there's a video from last night of me managing to retreat from a pack of what are they called? bounty hunters. So there was 4 bounty hunters ship chasing me down, and I managed to dodge enough torpedoes and cannon fire that I got away from them. So that was fun. Combat wise, I tend to use long range weapons and try and snipe, and then use automated point defense for close and torpedoes in late game. But for small nimble ships, I'm decent. I wouldn't say I'm, sort of world-endingly good, but yeah, I can hold my own in fighter-to-fighter combat. So, okay, so let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3. It's going to be this one here. Jump over to. I think once I've got a nice carrier. Yeah, so what I normally tend to do is I generate a squad of salvage fighters first. The only reason that I tend to go for salvage first rather than mining is because it's a much easier way to get money. And money can really help you when it comes to upgrading a ship, because it doesn't matter how much you mine. I mean, you can sell the resources, but it's nowhere near as efficient as salvaging components, because components can sell for, sort of 30, 40,000 at a time. And if you go to a decent scrapyard, then you can make sort of 300,000 to 400,000 credits in 10-15 minutes, and it's a good early game way to make plenty of cash and also get some components that you might need without having to spend money on them. So I do tend to go for salvage first, but only because the mining lasers, as long as you can be bothered to go and mine, the mining lasers themselves do quite a quick, efficient job. So and also allows you to get your exploration done all at the same time. So a bit of multitasking, but right. So we have nothing special in this sector. Don't see any. Oh no, we have got resources, so it's not a barren field. Oh god, we've got a faction battle going on here though. That should be all right. Eventually, one will kill the other off. So. We're not allied to either of them, so we should be fine to carry on mining. As a rocket or cannon shot goes flying past us. Wanna do our best to try and stay away from fighter combat if we can. Not fighter combat, faction combat if we can. So. And to be fair, actually, having a faction war in this sector and making it into a hazard zone should discourage Zotan from appearing. Might encourage pirates though. Not 100%. But yeah, it looks like the war is over, at the very least, and one side's got their territory sorted. So. Stay out of the way of those lightning cannons. Yeah, this field does look a little bit on the barren side. We've got a few resources left by the looks of it. Put it this way. But I think these three should take us over 10k, so that'll be all the Zanian we need to do our next ship size increase. And then we can perhaps put a dent in the credit deficit that we're suffering from. Move on to this one. So as soon as we've got these, we'll have a look. So we only need 9,300 Zanian, and we know that we've got a place that we can sell Zanian at for, I think it was 46 per unit. So for every 1,000 extra that we've got, so we've already got 1,000 extra, that's going to be 46,000 credits. And so we're probably going to need a couple of 100,000 credits before we can get fighters online. We'll need to buy at least one decent fighter so we can convert it into a blueprint. And we're also going to need 60,000 credits to upgrade to a assembler. Which I think for the moment we've got to make it out of Zanian, but we'll still sell some of the Zanian off, and the salvage fighters will help us to gain Zanian anyway. The one other thing that I hadn't considered thinking about it, I was planning on converting a cargo bay into I'm converting the cargo bay into the assembly, because I know their mass is about equivalent, but obviously if we do that, then we're going to be losing all of our cargo space and we can't actually collect any of the stuff that we salvage. You know what, maybe you are right, maybe we are better off going for a miner straight away. If we go for mining fighters, would also mean that we could refocus our turrets on defense as well, potentially even make ourselves actually survivable in the area that we're in. But I think that is all of the decent resources from here. We've got an awful lot of debris around. See some more Zanian there, and there actually, some more we missed. So we'll search through this debris and see if there's any components. I do see a blue component over there, so I think we'll go and grab that. We've got a blue component and a green component, so we'll check what those are. I think they're just freighters, so it's probably going to be like cargo enhancements and stuff, but we'll grab them anyway, see what's available. Good old hazard zones are great for scavengers like me. Okay, so we're up to 12,300 Zanian, so we're a good 2,000 clear of what we need for the moment anyway. Right, so let's go and see what these components are. We've got some more resources over there as well. I suppose we can pick up some of this scrap as well, but ooh, got some scrap Ogonite, finally. That's really good. So if we had a salvage laser, I'd be tempted to just hang around here and go for harvesting off some of the Ogonite components here. But we haven't even got weapons, we've literally just got a mining laser. Let's see how much damage the mining laser actually does to some of these advanced components. Yeah, that's going to take an hour to destroy those, so we're not going to bother. Where was that? I'm sure I saw a blue component somewhere in one of these wreckages. Where was it? This could be this one, isn't it? I would have thought. I don't know. No idea where the blue component was then. Ah, there it is. Haha. Components is really all I'm interested in. It's nice to get a little bit of Ogonite. Grab that. A shield booster. That'll sell pretty well. Where else was there components? Definitely saw some more. Aha, there we go. Got these as well. Ooh, transporter software. Nice. I'll save us purchasing it. It's not going to have much range on a white version, but cheapy engine upgrade. Okay, so nice bit of opportunistic raiding there. Right, so let's carry on mining. I don't think we're going to get too much fighting going on in this sector, so we should be alright to finish off mining these asteroid fields. Cool, see you in a bit, biker. So yeah, so we've got some good components there. Not massively valuable, but we've got probably about 40,000's worth that we can sell of stuff that we're never going to use. So that's pretty good. We're going to get this all mined out. And we've got enough spare Zanian now that we should have enough to dispose of some of it at a resource depot and get ourselves in a much better position. Right, let's grab some of this trinium. Trinium we are definitely short on, and we could definitely do with getting a few thousand of this from some of these asteroid belts. That's going to be a good chunk, yeah. So we need a total of 23,000 to do the next upgrade to our ship that we're planning, so awesome stuff. Right, let's get the rest of these mined out. At some point I also really need to sort it out so that we have some weapons on this ship. I think once the fighters are installed so that we can salvage and mine using fighters, I think that's the point where I'll be much happier using using some more turrets on the ship, but at the moment we can just kind of just bug out of the sector if we have too many issues. Okay, so we now have about 5,000 Zanian. That is kind of ready to sell. And that's going to net us probably about 200,000 credits. That's going to be really good. We've also got a lot of spare iron. So I was holding on to iron just in case we wanted to build the hulls out of it. But to be honest, we have enough titanium now that we can pretty much build whatever we want out of that. I think the only thing that we really need iron for is for the inertial dampeners. And so with the inertial dampeners built already and probably not needing to be increased in size at all, because our deceleration's already as good as we would probably ever want it to be, I think we can sell off the rest of our iron as well. So as soon as we finish mining this out, unless there's any really good resources nearby, which I don't think there is, I suppose there's a few bits of trinium. So we'll get up these last 2 bits of trinium from this part of the field. And once we've done that, we will head over to a resource depot and see how many credits we can get. Ah, pirates are attacking the sector. What a perfect time to leave. Okay, so we have a resource depot here. So we'll jump straight over there before the pirates get too active. Okay. There's our resource depot. Still don't actually see it. Did I deselect that? Ah, Jesus, we got more pirates. Excellent. Let's get over to and away from these guys. Hopefully the local law enforcement is going to be able to deal with them, but if not, we will have to leave. It looks like they're doing a cracking job of that. Absolutely obliterated them. Well, let's jump in there and grab whatever we can out of there. Pirates usually have some decent weapons as long as you can put up with using the kind of lower end of the spectrum in terms of. I was pretty sure I saw a blue component. Oh yes, I did. Ooh, a blue C43 object detector. That's getting installed. Sorry, that was extraordinarily girly. Ooh, a new component. Focus, David, focus. So yeah, so we're going to be installing that definitely. We've also got a turret control system. But this is a really good find because we now have highlight range. God, I've missed highlight range. Okay, so we can now. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do some exploration. We're still going to sell our resources. We're going to rebalance the kind of economy that we're at. Because if we kind of rebalance our resources, we should have a better idea of what's going to be required. So let's head over to here and dock. Let's have a look where the docks are. Yeah, we've got one on the bottom side here. There's this one. Slow ourselves down and F for tractor beam. Nice. Okay, so we can trade resources. We can also refine anything we've got. I don't think we've got too much, but we'll set that going. So we have quite a bit of Ogonite now as well, which is quite handy, because it means that we can use that to make turret placements so that we can use any Ogonite weapons and stuff that we find. So let's trade in some resources. So we have 122,000 iron, which is certainly not required. So we will sell 90,000 of that. That's my meme soundboard. I pressed the button by accident. Yeah, we've got 90,000 iron that we can sell. Let's do that. We also have about 7,000 Zanian that we can sell. So that sells at 10.8. I thought we could get 45 for that somewhere, but maybe I was just making that figure up. So with how crap a price that is, I think I'm actually going to hold on to that Zanian, you know. I suppose we can sell at 5,000, definitely. So, yeah. That's so our relations have improved, and yeah, the price is starting to rise. Right, it's buy from station that was at 45. Okay, yeah, it's just me being a moron. Okay, so that's our kind of resources a bit more balanced. Let's have a look what's in this sector. We don't have a fighter factory, but I think I know where there is one. It's not that one, and that is actually just out of range. There was one in one of these sectors, I believe. Yeah, there's a fighter factory here. I'm just wondering whether we should kind of explore on the way there. Yeah, let's do a little bit of exploration on the way there. Just because I want to make sure that we've got enough credits for what we're trying to achieve. But we're definitely going to hang around this faction because we're really upgrading them now. We have got something valuable, and now we can actually float through these asteroid fields, and we should hopefully get highlights. We've also got a shipyard in this sector, which is weird. It's not one that's connected to the network, but it has got a shipyard. I might actually consider, it looks like our valuable object is going to be this one here. And I might consider actually keeping this asteroid, because it's in a shipyard sector. I mean, I suppose there's going to be quite a lot of them in there. Is this not climbable? Yes, it is. Excellent. Right, so unfortunately we're still miles away from setting anything up on it. 2,000 reputation and 3... Ha 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 ha. We made some money. We made some money. We now have 500,000 credits. Excellent. That was the thing that was hiding in the sector. Do we have to... No, we don't have to permanently install that to get the detection highlight range, do we? Okie dokie, so that is a great bit of exploration that has given us a massive boost to our cash. Let's just finish off this kind of area tree around here so we can see where the warp gates are. I know that we could buy our way into seeing these gates, but when you get this far in, it's very expensive to buy the maps, so it's not something I'm interested in right now. Right, where are we? Nothing particularly interesting here. Nothing on our object detector, so we're going to carry on back over towards this fighter factory. We'll do some exploring on the way. There's obviously a lot of stuff in this sector because we've got a high load time. I have myself a cheeky mento. I do love a fruity mento. Okay, so we have valuable objects detected. And we also have a mining field with no threat. So I think that is going to be a good idea. We should also probably have a look around and see if we can spot what the valuable object is. We can't, we might just have to fly around. That to me looks like a climbable asteroid. I'm not sure if we'll mine out all of this sector. We'll certainly get some more resources on board. I'm loving how quickly we are getting through those resources. Where was that massive asteroid? It's that one over there, isn't it? That one, yeah. So let's see if we can get ourselves a mine constructed here. Looks like it's got a few resources around it that we can probably grab before we bug out as well. So highlight range is 4.1 kilometers. So if we deselect that, yeah, it should auto highlight it. Yeah, it stays highlighted. Excellent. So it looks like a salesman's just entered the sector as well. So might have some wares to sell us. Another 323,000. We simply cannot turn that down at the moment. We could have actually built a mine on there and then used that mine to mine out all of these resources, but it's just as quick to do it ourselves, to be perfectly honest. I'm not sure why our turrets aren't focusing properly. There we go. Never mind. The turn time on those turrets was awful. Just thought I'm mining out Zanium, but Trinium is almost exactly the same value. We can mine it a lot quicker, and we need more of it, so doing anything other than mining out Trinium at the moment is a foolish endeavour. So I'll get these all done. It appears as well that we also have more valuables in the sector to look for, which is something I should definitely do. now that we're a bit more cash rich, we should be able to get on our way over to the fighter factory, and we'll be pretty much comfortable buying whatever we would like. But I will not miss the opportunity to find something else in this sector that is of interest. I don't see any flashes from beacons. Going down a little bit too far there. It's just, I mean, that could be have hidden ore in it, but ooh, that a big boy? No. Looks like it's just a group of asteroids. Yeah, it is. Is there anything else obvious? We can now fly around because we've got the object highlighter. We can now fly around and have a look for it. Could be that one there. A little group of resources there. Yeah, I think it's going to be a hidden resource asteroid. Can't see any other massive asteroids that we could sell. Stress signal coming in. Let's head on through. Oh. I obviously lost my perspective on that one then. Let's check some of these asteroids around here and just make sure they're not obvious massive ore asteroids. I really wish you could install the C43 object detector so that you could increase its highlight range, because flying within 4 kilometers of everything within a sector is very time consuming. But let's have a look at this one. Nothing in that. Should be within 4K of most of this stuff that we're going past. Don't see any highlights at the moment. Not like a massive. No, it's not a massive ore. There's quite a lot of trinium in there. Let's grab some of this while we're here. What we definitely don't want to be doing is ending up buying stuff. Hey Han, how's it going? You okay? So yeah, we're going to want to get rid of as much of this trinium as possible, just so that we can have it available to us. I'm not going to hunt through this entire field with only a 4 kilometer range on this item detector. But I will float through and just see if anything pings up. I guess it's probably going to be out in these far reaches over here. There's some, could be this one here. That one looks massive. Like it's hiding something. I'm officially getting suspicious of asteroids. My insanity has reached its peak. Good, Han. I am also great, thank you. I'm currently hunting through space for resources and cash. And it's very good fun. Checked all of that. I think that one's going to have to be a mystery we solve at another time, unfortunately. Right, let's carry on heading over towards this factory. Right, we have a yellow signal. Now, it is risky even jumping into one of these, but balls to the wall and all that. What are you up to today, Han? You getting any streaming on the go? Right, quick check for enemies. We have no enemies, and we do also have a wormhole. How far out does that go? It looks like it reaches about here. So that would actually take us to the outer ring, but we already have a way back out to the outer reaches. It's quite convenient. We could actually have multiple large asteroids in this sector. But either way, we are just going to claim and flog them. Let's just have a quick look and see what ranking we are at. Yeah, we've gone up to good. Excellent. I get my validation by how many aliens like me.
Yeah, boy!
Yeah, boy! So you got Minecraft at the Mo, and you will be streaming when Gaz jumps on. Nice, cool. Yeah. Ooh, our object detector has hit something. I probably would have missed that. We have a secret stash container. Ooh, how exciting. Do we interact? We do. Let's open this bad boy up. Response forces will arrive soon. What? What is going on? Oh my god. Response forces will arrive soon. Well, yeah, obviously. Whoa, that was a big hit. Let's get the hell out of here. Jesus Christ. Oh, they don't like you touching the secret stash. Right, let's get a jump route over to... is that the one with the fire factory? Well, that exploration ended rather suddenly, didn't it? I have such a bad habit of doing that. Of just going... Response forces? I wonder if I can raid the stash before they arrive. As I get clattered by a massive fire of cannons from above. It does actually look like, though. Asteroids tanked all of the damage, which is exactly what we upgraded them for, so that is really good news. Let's just have a look what filter fighters they've got. We don't want to build fighters. I'm going to trade equipment. So unfortunately, I do not have any non-combat vessels. So, is there an equipment dock here? There is. Let's see what the equipment dock's got for us. Right, our shields are pretty much back up. And we should be able to check this. It looks like there's docks over here. A bit closer in than I thought. It's a very weird place to have a dock, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look what equipment they have. So, their fighters, they have an arm mining fighter. Not really what we were hoping for. It's only trinium level as well, and we'd want ideally for it to be Xanian. Nothing else really of interest there, so unfortunately we're going to have to hunt down another fireplace. Let's have a look at their turrets. They have a much smaller trinium mining turret, which might be nice to change to, so that we don't have a massive thing hanging off the front of us. They also have much better transporter software, but obviously it's permanent installation only, and we haven't got any spare slots at the moment. So, do we want to sell anything at all? I think most of this stuff can go. We don't need 2 transport software. This crappy stuff at the bottom we're never going to use. We can sell our old C43. We'll keep the battery upgrade because that could be useful at some point. Titanium mining turrets can go. We'll keep our laser turret. Naonite mining turrets. What are we actually currently using at the moment? We're using trinium, aren't we? Yeah. So those double naonite ones can actually go, I think. You're in naonite space! Well, hey! Nice work, mate. Like it a lot. Double naonite mining turret, go with that. I don't like switching energy for shield. Shield booster is possibly useful. Quite rare. But I think we will actually sell that because I don't think we're going to use it at some point, and we're going to get thousands of them in the future. So, I don't think there's anything else that we're going to want to buy here. I think we're pretty solid. We did find another, we found a military turret upgrade, which could be quite useful. We are now in range of a dock, so it could be a good chance to switch over anything that we currently have anchored. But I don't think there's anything we're going to want to switch over. We could swap out one of the turrets so that we could have 3 armed turret slots, which would allow us to potentially defend ourselves, but I think I'm happy being a runaway miner at the moment. So, let's have another quick look at the map. and see if we've got anywhere with fighter factories or equipment docks anywhere nearby to us. So this has got an equipment dock and is just unfortunately outside of range. Let's enter coordinates here and head over that way. Did you wormhole it into Neonite space, Chris, or did you manage to find gateways there? Ah, nice, good work. Yeah, wormholes are your bread and butter, aren't they? Okay, let's unhighlight, see if we can find anything of value in these asteroid fields. I think we will have passed near enough by that we're within 2k of that. That's not claimable. That's not claimable. That's definitely not going to be claimable. Where else is there stuff in this sector? I don't think we saw another field. No, we've got one wreckage all the way over there, which we can go and check. What's this done? A ship in your sector is calling for help. Ambushed by pirates. Right, we're going to see if this is claimable. It is not. Well, the pirates blew up the ship that was calling for help and then buggered off, so I'll be honest, I'm pretty happy with that. It's some free loot for me, and the pirates didn't give a damn about me, so, you know. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Okay, nothing from that. We've got this ship here we can check. See if there's anything in here worth taking. Okay, that would have highlighted by now. We'll check this one and then we'll head over that wreckage over there. Oh, we've got a couple more there as well, actually. Right above our heads. So let's check this. We're in range of that and nothing's gone off. Ooh, we have something. Relock fragment. The Brotherhood is dangerous. Well, thank you for that. What an inspiring reason to spend trawling through space. Right. Okay, where were we heading for? This one here, wasn't it? Into a battle, so clearing up the aftermath. Mwahaha. Love it. A gold system. What do you mean by a gold system? Oh, sorry. I thought you meant you jumped into a gold system. I see what you mean. Yeah, you found a unique piece of equipment. Nice. Right, let's see what equipment you've got. Let's see if we want to actually dock. Okay, so we have got a Zanian mining fighter. We also have a cheaper version. So those do 2 PS and a size 2. This is size 8. I think we'll go for the smaller one. We're just going to buy one of them. Let's get docked. So we are going to have our very first mining fighters. Okay, so let's get... See, that is so expensive. What's the production effort on that? So 175k, whereas this one here has a production effort of 65k. So it's going to be a lot easier to maintain these. I think we'll do it. No free squad to place the fighter in, of course not. Right, let's go into our hangar, form a new squad. We'll call this Mining Squad. Lovely and creative like that. And then we can go back into our station here. Trade equipment, and we should now be able to buy the mining fighter. We don't have enough pilots. What a shock! We don't have any pilots. Okay, we'll hire 12, which does also mean that we are going to need to expand our crew quarters a bit. Where's crew quarters? There we are. And let's do an alt and switch that over. Have we got XY on? No, we don't. So that's fine, we'll do that as well. So crew 41 or 41. That worked out beautifully. Okay, so now that we have that, we can go back into our ship menu and convert this mining fighter into a blueprint and enable fighter production. But first, we need to have an assembler, and we will do so with a Xanian assembler. So production capacity, if we switch to a Xanian one, production capacity, where is it? Is plus 64 per second. If we were to go to Neonite, it'd be 28 per second. We go to Trinium, 42 per second. I don't think they're going to have enough Orgonite, but that would be 96 per second. So I think Xanion's probably the best for us at the moment because we have so much of it. And let's get our assembly running. So we now have 12 pilots, and I think we should have enough capacity for 5, 6, yeah, 12. We've got 12 slots available, and if we enable production, it's not taking up a massive amount of space, and we've already progressed to 1%. So in a short time, we are now going to have an army of fighters, which is excellent. Do you know what I'm actually going to do as well? Just because I think the back of the ship looks absolutely awful like that. It's not going to be particularly functional, but we're going to whack another set of engines onto here. They're tiny little engines, but let's actually undo that and I'm sitting over the other engines, but it makes it look like we've got massive engines, even though we don't. And it's going to have like sort of a minimal effect on our kind of capacity to move, but it's going to kind of block things off so that it looks very pretty. Okay, so we have our mining squad set to left shift and 1. and as soon as they are ready, we will go and do some mining. But for now, while we are waiting for those to be ready, we're going to go and do a bit more exploration. I'm going to see if we can find a load of exploitable asteroids and sell them all off. That's what she said. I'm not entirely sure what that was in reference to. I'm sure I've said an accidental innuendo at some point. But I'm afraid you're going to have to tell me what it was I said. Which means now you've got to say an innuendo. So, right. We do have something of value here. Also a completely unmanned sector. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, we've got a resource depot here. Okay, that's good. Let's have a look on here and see if we can spot. I thought it was going to be that. I thought that was a massive Xanium asteroid, but it appears not. Let's have a look around and see if we can spot if there is an exploitable asteroid anywhere. I don't see one. Let's lower this plane down just so that we don't. There is a lot more asteroids down there. Don't see anything exploitable still. Let's carry on down a little bit further. Aha! There she blows. Right, let's go and grab this asteroid. It's going to make it look like we have big engines when we know we haven't. Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, so basically, me putting that on the back of my ship is the equivalent of a Porsche driver sticking a sock down their trousers. And I'm pretty happy with that. This is the Porsche of all spacecraft. Right, let's get this sold. Another 330,000 in the bank. Right. Let's have a look. Have we got... That looks like an absolutely massive alien asteroid. But we haven't actually got any other special asteroids in this sector, so... Yes, exactly. Yeah. Whacking in the old chicken fillets. I think you might have to amend your statement to "that's what he said" for the bra stuffing to apply, though. Oh. Right. I think we'll get this this massive Xanian asteroid mined out, because hopefully this should have like a core to it that has like a big sort of chunk of resources in it. But money-wise, we are looking a lot happier. What are we up to now? We've got 1.5 mil. So we have a lot more freedom on the size of ship that we build, stuff like that. We're now just waiting on the resources. We have enough Xanian, but we're going to need to find ourselves some massive trinium sources, which might actually mean going back in the galaxy a little bit until we find like the beginning of trinium space, or the middle of trinium space, I should say. Because that should be where we find the biggest pools of trinium. In saying that, though, we took a wormhole straight from titanium only space all the way down to Xanian space, so we haven't actually discovered any of the trinium space yet. How are you getting on now, Chris? You got yourself plenty of naonite? Got yourself a shield generator up and running? Trying to find somewhere to buy mining lasers. Yeah. That is one of the biggest difficulties with using wormholes, is you usually get dumped somewhere where there's not really that much civilization nearby. But have you got yourself a radar upgrade? Because that really helps in working out which sectors have got civilization in them. And Han, how are things going in Minecraft? Are you still playing Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles? Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles, yeah. Okay. Unless there's an obvious... there is an obvious trinium asteroid. In fact, there's a couple. We'll work our way through these. Things are starting to get a bit easier. Yeah, see, I think like the level of progress must be... I don't know, like, looking at some of those advanced crafting recipes, I just saw a future of hell. But the thing is, I mean, this is obviously a limitation of my own style of play. But the thing is, I like to try and rush an ME system as soon as possible. I want to get to an ME system. And have like everything organized, like it automatically organizes your entire inventory for you, and I just find it really frustrating when you're going out on expeditions and you've got backpacks inside of backpacks, and you know, sort of like you get back from going out exploring and you've got like 20 to 30 minutes of just solid kind of like inventory management. But yeah, it drives me a bit crazy. But when you've got the ME system, it's all good. Right, I am going to take a very quick break, guys. I'm going to go and have a smoke and find out what my dog is barking at, and then I will be back, so it won't be too long. Hello, we are back. Oh, have we been chatting while I've been away? Oh, I'm so happy to see it. Where are we? Hey Dan, how's it going? You're for dinner. Fair enough, cool. Oh dear, right. Completely forgot where we were. We were mining trinium, apparently. The dog was barking at a cat, by the way, if you're interested. Having a right old tizzy with a cat out in the back garden. Oh dear. Right, and I think, was there another trinium node nearby? Thought there was. That might have been making it up, who knows? Oh, we got some naonite over there though, that's quite rare in this area of space, so we'll grab that. Should only take a couple of seconds to get this out. My missus is currently watching back through the Hunger Games series, so I've got a bit of Jennifer Lawrence on the mind, as Katniss Everdeen. Has anybody ever watched, I presume everybody will have watched the Hunger Games, what's everyone's opinion on it? Right, so let's get all of this mined out. Let's have a look actually and see how our fighter squad is doing. Ooh, we're at 68%, we've almost got our first fighter! Right. There is indeed worse things to have on your mind than good old J-Law. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the books and the movies actually. It's one of those rare examples where the books and the films are both really, really good. Yeah, bit of J-Law. Yeah, we don't mind a bit of J-Law here. We can talk about her all day if we like. But yeah, I think probably my favourite film is the. I don't know why I always like, or I always enjoy rewatching the last film the most in most series. But with Hunger Games, it's probably either the first or the second one. The books are definitely worth a read. Me and the missus were talking about kind of the differences between them and how Katniss is portrayed in them. I think she's a little bit less kind of naive in the books. I don't know. See, I was saying this to Pip, and Pip thinks she is quite naive in the books, but I think it's strange because you're getting what she's feeling explained to you rather than it trying to be portrayed through film. It's a bit more difficult to tell exactly what it is she's thinking, so it's tougher to kind of analyse whether she's naive or not. So I don't know, but yeah, I'd definitely advise giving the books a read. They're quite easygoing and yet still very deep. So, and obviously when you've got a subject matter which is, you know, sort of kids being sent to fight to the death, essentially, it is, you know, sort of it is quite deep matter, but it's quite accessible as well. So very good. Okay, we have another sector with the possibility of having a claimable asteroid in it. Should we do the usual shufty about and see if we can spot the big old asteroid? What is that? Oh, it's just a shield popping off. I thought that was a wormhole then. Oh, we've also got a smuggler hideout. That's our first smuggler hideout we've found. Right. Let's have a look around. Don't see anything in those ones there. Let's drop our plane down a bit. Is that no, I don't think that's a massive tritium asteroid. It's a massive iron asteroid. Well, there could still be others, to be fair. These look pretty big, but I think they're all. Yeah, I think they're all pretty just normal asteroids grouped together. Yeah, I think that's the only rare thing in this sector, at least as far as I can see. Nothing really further down. That's just a group of asteroids. Yeah, I think there's nothing too exciting here. We could go and mine that kind of chunky tritium asteroid we saw. This one over here. That'll definitely net us a fair few resources. So head over to this one. Soon see if it is actually. It's not a sort of a special asteroid, but it's definitely bigger than the average tritium asteroid. So get this mined out. Let's just edge around this way a little bit so we can see where it ends. Nice. But yeah, I think between Hunger Games, Lord of the Rings, the Harry Potter films, I think those we've probably watched through those probably about 6 or 7, at least kind of 10 times each, probably actually, for all of those different series. With Harry Potter being number 1 on the list, definitely. Because Harry Potter is probably between me and Pip, the film that we agree on is our favourite film as a couple. Right. We are getting massive chunks of tritium out of this, which is brilliant. Already got an extra 2,000 out of it. Let's see how we're doing on the other resources. So we needed, if we get our snip back up, so we needed 9,000 xanium, 10,500 naonite, 23,000 tritium, and 28,000 titanium. So the only things that we are actually short on is titanium and tritium. We've actually got the credits that we need as well. So if we get all of this tritium out and hopefully get up to where we need on tritium, we'll just have to get titanium, which is going to be tough to find in this area of space, but we always also have the option of buying titanium. It's not ideal, but if it saves us a massive journey across the galaxy, then sort of we can spend a lot more time mining anyway. So all listed are good, yes. Yeah, I do love I think my personal favourite is probably the Lord of the Rings, but it's quite an investment of time to watch any one of the films, so it's tough to get round to watching them. I think I could definitely get some quotes from that up on the channel though. Perhaps my precious for whenever I'm a little bit too obsessive about something that I've just found. Those ones I listed, Ham, what would you say is your favourite? Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Lord of the Rings? Blimey, this asteroid's taken ages to mine through. Oh, actually, I think we should. We do. We have our very first mining fighter. So if we do is it Shift F1, left Shift and 1, we should be able to deploy these and set them to harvest. And there we go. Getting a little helping hand with this Trinium asteroid. Not massively speedy at the moment, but once we've got a few of them, it will definitely help to get it mined out a lot quicker. For now, I think we're actually going to get you popped away because we're going to be jumping soon. Okay, so it doesn't look like we've got any titanium in the area, but one thing that we do have is almost enough trinium to upgrade our ship, so it's going to be really good when it happens. We've gone far too close to this asteroid. Probably could have actually mined it from where we were, but you know, that would make life far too simple, wouldn't it? Where are we? There we go. Ooh, we do have some titanium. Excellent. Get that mined out. Should be able to upgrade the ship. I don't think I'm going to look at rebuilding the ship, because I don't think that's a particularly great investment of time doing that. But I will certainly look at expanding it size-wise. What we could do, actually thinking about it, is we could head over towards this iron asteroid. We should be able to mine that out ridiculously quickly in comparison to some of these other resources. And we can just sell the iron if we don't need it, because it does sell for a, you know, sort of a relatively decent amount considering how easy it is to mine. So, and now that our relations with the people that we're going to be selling it to are better, should get a little bit more for it as well. Yeah, just look at that iron come in. We're getting it by the 1,000 now. So, Han, would you be up for some more 7 Days to Die later? So I'm thinking of doing a little bit more on the Agoraphobia series if you're up for it. And Chris, actually, you're more than welcome to join if you want to come on for a bit of Agoraphobia. Get your zombie hunting back on. What we got? Yeah, we've got almost 10,000 iron just from this one asteroid, so that's going to give us a nice healthy cash boost. We'll also definitely grab this trinium asteroid while we're here as well. Right, this should tell us actually now that we've destroyed this, whether or not that was rare object in the sector. No, there's apparently another rare object, so that's quite interesting. Just got back and yeah, awesome. I look forward to a bit of 7 Days to Die in a bit. If you are interested, Chris, I'll post the I'll post whatever time we decide to get started on it into the Discord. So I'll ping you a message when we're starting. Right. It does appear that there is supposedly something else in the sector that we can actually claim. I'm not sure what it is, but whatever it is, if it is an asteroid, we will just sell it. If it's something else, we'll have to go and find it. So could be a secret. I mean, this is a smuggler's hideout, so it could be a secret stash, maybe. I think that's definitely enough resource mining for now, unless we see some titanium, because that should be, I think, all that we're missing now. We've got a bit of extra. I suppose we can guarantee it with this trinium asteroid, can't we? I'm going to watch out for asteroids highlighting themselves. All of this. It's a good healthy chunk. We've got another trinium asteroid up here, and is that titanium? It is titanium. Excelente. It doesn't look like a particularly big one, but we've got it. Nice. So how much titanium are we short now? We're short about 7,000, I think. No, we're short about 10,000 actually, so yeah, we're going to struggle to find that titanium here. So we've got two choices. We can either go back in the galaxy to find an area where titanium's more common, or we can just buy the titanium, to be honest, I think, because we're almost up to enough trinium now. How much do we need? 23,500. Yeah, so we've got almost exactly enough trinium to do the upgrade. And I think we've got enough spare Zanian that we can probably sell some of it. Where are we? Yeah, we're 2,000 above where we need to be on Zanian, so we could potentially sell a bit of it. But if we're doubling in size, there's probably going to be a few elements of the ship that we're going to have to kind of rework maybe a little bit. We might need a little bit more energy generation, or maybe slightly bigger engines. So that's something that we are going to have to think about. And so it might be best to hold on to whatever spare Zanian we have. Okie dokie. The other thing that we are definitely going to have to do is just... where are we? Hannah, heading off. Let me know when you're playing 7 days. I certainly will do, Han. Yeah. Are you jumping off to stream now, are you? Right, let's go. I think we've probably got enough Zanian, so let's go off and carry on exploring while we hunt down. Let's head over towards that and see what that green dot over there is. Yeah, I think we've got enough Zanian, so we just need to carry on hunting down some more. What's that green dot there? Some more titanium, and then we'll be ready to go. What have we got here? A resource depot and trading post. Have a look around, see if there's an obvious large asteroid that we can claim and use. Doesn't appear so. Nothing there. Let's have a look in here. Sort of beacon maybe. It's a Neonite asteroid. Just looks a bit like a beacon. God, I cannot wait until we have an upgraded version of this object detector that means that we don't have to keep searching through sectors to find out where stuff is, or what stuff is. We've also got subspace signals, so we are going to need to hurry this up a bit. Nothing of interest really there. Oh yeah, just an asteroid. Okay, let's just eyeball it. Are you a big asteroid? You are a relatively big asteroid, but you are not an important one. Gotta be something hiding in here. And we are going to have to bug out soon, so if it's something that is going to cause us issue, we're going to have to leave it. Oh! We just went past whatever it was. Pretty sure I just had a little white reticule pop up. There it is. What are you? A secret stash. Let's hope this one doesn't blow up in our face like the last one did. Ooh, cash. Cash money. Nice, 182,000, and looks like a special module that we can grab. Is that a module, or is that just resources? The turret, ooh, a blue double chain gun turret. Right, let's bug out because we've got subspace signals on the way. Let's head over towards that green dot there and see if there's anything exciting. nothing exciting in this sector at all. So let's just wait for our green dot. There it is. We'll also check this one out as well at some point. This is a long load time. That means the sector will be scary. No, it's not. We have a massive asteroid field. What population do we have in here? Just a minor. Okay. That probably means there will be a pirate attack if we hang around too long. So I haven't got time. Lots and lots of subspace signals. Right, that looks like a big asteroid, but it might just be a normal one. And it is just a normal one. Ooh. No, that's not. Okay. Right, there has got to be. Oh. Did you like that trick? That was a 360 indie. So, aha! We have spotted it in the crowd. Let us get heading in that direction. Slow ourselves down. Large group of alien ships. Claim. Oh, no, we don't want to find a mine. Quick. Panic! Sell that. That's all the objects out of this sector. Let's get the hell out of here. Do not want to be messing with the Zotan. There was an Adam Sandler film called that, wasn't there? Oh no, it's Zohan, wasn't it? Don't mess with the Zohan. Thought I'd just made an accidental film reference there. Okay, so this looks like, yeah, it's just another factory sector. Have we got a blip for that? We do. Move to the next sector quite quickly. So we're going to carry on discovering and exploring as we go. Try and get some titanium on the way round. But then I think the last thing we will do on this stream is going to be upgrading the ship, making it a lot larger, and that should be ready for us to transfer over to 7 days. Right, we have a sector with defences, which is always good. Do we have any quests in this sector? We do, and it's from a resource post. They want a delivery of anti-grav units. What do these guys want? Investigate missing freighters. That's going to be a nice big fight. They also have a resource shortage of 50 solar cells. Doesn't look like... Oh, we've got 2 trading posts, haven't we? Let's have a look at this one. No, neither of them sell solar cells, so it's not the easy win that we were hoping for. Let's just have a quick look around this asteroid field and see if we can see any titanium. Looks like it's quite barren though, this resource field, so unlikely that we'll find any titanium because it's quite rare. throughout these sectors anyway. I think we're all good. Okay, let's bring ourselves to a stop and head to the next sector on this network. Okay, no special items in this sector. I've got a couple of resource asteroids. Let's get forward so we can actually see what's there. Is that? No, it's so hard to tell when something is titanium. Such an awful thing to search for because the reticule is almost white anyway. So it's so hard to search for them, but okay, I think we're fine. Let's have a look at what's available in this sector. Got 3 trading posts and a resource depot. I think we're okay for those. Looks like this gate is just within our reach, so we'll pop over this way. How are you getting on, Chris? You managed to make it out of Naonite into Trinium space yet? Right, we have an equipment dock. Does that mean we have a shipyard as well? We do not. Oh no, sorry, it's a repair dock, not an equipment dock, honestly. Oh, that's just outside of our jump range, unfortunately. It's probably going to be the same up there as well. Yeah, just outside of jump range. We'll jump to the sector next to it anyway. My dog wants his food, so I think I am actually going to call the stream there, guys. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do our ship upgrade yet, but I might do that at the start of the stream later on today, just before we do 7 Days to Die. So I think, let me have a look and see if we have anyone available to raid. Give me 1 second. See who's live at the moment. Okay, so I am going to return a favour. Ah, Chris, a Naonite R miner and a couple of titanium miners. Nice, good work, mate. Where are we? Could be on later. Depends on what Laura is doing. Okay, cool. Well, I'll send you the link anyway, mate. And if we're doing some 7 days later, then we can do. 1 second. Just having a look. Right, I think I was going to try and raid Han, but she's actually watching us. So I am going to send you over. So Leonardo is currently playing some Minecraft, so I think we are going to shoot over to him, and I think we will see if we can get a raid on him. Give me 1 second, and we will jump over to him.